When it comes to working on the old pickup truck here and there over the years, I've done about half or more of it myself, and I've took the truck to a garage or a shop sometimes, depending on what it is, what kind of tools you need. So I had found out about a shop at Otwell. Some guys there were pretty good with Ford trucks. Took a truck there a couple times. I got shocks put on. Something else, I forget what it was. Anyways, so one day I'm driving a pickup truck and started having trouble with the brake lights. So they didn't want to work too good. They would flash off and on. And when it comes to stressful stuff with a vehicle, electrical stuff is kind of the worst because there's a million wires. How are you going to find this problem? Where's it at? So it's a little bit overwhelming. You look under the dash. There's just the fuse box, the whole wiring harness. Like something rubbed through. Is it shorting out? What's going on? How are you going to find that? So my brake lights weren't working so good on the pickup truck, and I thought, well, I guess I'll run this by some guys at the garage. So I called down there, and the owner answers the phone, and I said, my brake lights are not working, and sometimes they'll flash off and on. It's all hit and miss. And he says, yeah, bring it down. I know what it is. And I said, and it was not a super long drive, but it was a drive. Some of it on the highway, some of it on the back roads. And, the brake lights ain't working. So it's a little bit dangerous. So I said, well, could you just tell me what it is? And he's like, no, you need to bring it down. And I said, well, how much would you charge me? $10. And I said, well, if you tell me what the problem is and I can fix it myself here, I'll mail you $10. No, you won't. I said, yeah, I will. I'll mail you 20. No, you won't. You'll fix it, and then you won't send the money. And because I just didn't want to drive without brake lights. I had no problem taking it down there. I just thought I don't want to have a car crash because my brake lights ain't working. Um, he's like, no, you gotta bring it down. I said, no, I will. I'll mail you the money for real. Or I would drive it down later. I get it fixed. I'll swing by and give you the money. I'll give you double what you want. Nope, you won't pay me. Now, he had no reason to believe this. I'd never ripped him off, ever. He didn't know me. We had no bad history. He's like, nope, gotta bring it down. I said, well, okay. So I drive from Hayesville to Otwell. Mostly on the back roads, I guess. I get down there. Of course, you're burning up gas. This was years ago. The shop has been closed for years. I don't know what year this was, but it was a long time ago. So I get down there and I pull the truck in and I walk in the office, and the owner is sitting there, and his mechanic that he had working for him, he's standing there, and he never even goes out and looks at it. I walk in, And he says to the mechanic, he says, put new ground wires on his brake lights. So that's all it was. The ground wires, get rusty, corroded, dirt, salt, whatever, on an old pickup truck. So they just don't get good connection anymore. So you can either cut the wire, splice in a new thing, put a new screw, a new hole, whatever, shine up the metal, or you could probably use the old wire, cut the end off, shine it up a little, and put it back in. That's all it was. Took him a few minutes. And it's done. And he's like, "Meh, that'd be $10." Okay. So I gave him $10. I mean, even if I had not paid him, even if I had thought, screw him, I'll fix it at home, now that he told me to put ground wires on it. I mean, $10. Is it really worth risking somebody having a wreck to get a $10 bill and burn up? I'd probably burned up over $10 in gas driving down there in the old 4-wheel drive truck. But I would have mailed him $25. But that's just the kind of shit you run into in the heartland of America. Just stupid, paranoid, don't trust nobody bullshit. Yeah.